For those of you who don't know me, my name is Ava Larkin. I am a first-year graduate student at Herron, and my specific area of interest is sculpture. Now, some of you have seen my previous work that I was originally kind of tailoring for this site, and I did make a change, and this definitely fits more in line with what I do as an artist. So let me tell you a little bit about the work itself. This kind of stemmed from an interest in having a community input. And so what I wanted to try and do, and you'll see in my statement, is to bring a piece of artwork into this setting that is actually a collaboration between myself, the City of Lawrence, and the community, so that this wouldn't just be a work of art that we kind of agree upon and is sat down here, but actually gives the community a chance to, it's not a lot, but it is a level of their own input into it. And so what I did is when I was in Florida, I actually kind of came up with the design, and I decided that I wanted to do a 4-letter word. Okay, now everybody has ideas of 4-letter words, right? But some of our greatest, some of the most powerful words in our language are actually 4-letter words. And so I went through, and you'll see on page 4, I gave you my list. I went through the entire list of 4-letter words in the English language, and I pulled out all of the words that seemed to emit the vision that the City of Lawrence was seeking to project. Then I narrowed those down to words that actually were words of action. They spoke about movement. They spoke about some kind of, it could be an individual action, or it could be a communal action, but something that actually related, a forward or just progress. And so I actually sent out an emails and pulled my hometown. I ended up having well over 35 responses. I'm still getting responses. People would send me the words that they would react to the most. I paired them for them, but some of them actually chose not to choose the pairs. They actually just went with trying to find which words really spoke to them. And I said, pick 4 to 8 words, either 4 combinations or 8 words. And so the ones that I have here are the result of that poll. Given that response, people were eager to actually be a part of what I was trying to do, and I explained to them what my goals were, and gave them a little history on Lawrence, and I asked them, I said, just respond inherently in your own nature. How would you feel about these words? And so this is it. But what I wanted to do is actually create this same type of poll scenario for the City of Lawrence. And so obviously I've narrowed down these words, and people would be able to choose the words that they respond to the best, and given a certain time frame, once we have the people that are going to submit at that deadline that I've met, then I take those words and compile them into 2 sets of words for each island. Okay, so this actually would reside on the other island, but this one is soar and it's dare. So the words that were chosen by the people that I polled were grow and love, and then soar and dare. Those were the highest ranking words.
Okay, grow,
love, soar, dare.
Ava, can you turn that again?
Yes, ma'am. So there's soar. Are you getting that?
Mm-hmm.
And then dare. Good?
Very good, thank you.
You're very welcome. I did kind of draw up what I thought would be kind of a general poll sheet that we could do, and I titled it Speak Up Lawrence. And that seemed something that, this is your opportunity. This is where we are valuing you, and we acknowledge you as valid contributors to our community. So this is your chance to be involved in this, and that's, as an artist that likes to work with the community, that's important to me. So it says the City of Lawrence and artist Ava Larkin want to hear from you. So then I asked them to circle 4 to 8 words that they think speak the most to them. And then they can email the response or snail mail or either one of those options. And of course, none of the information's entered on there, but it's to be determined. And then by a certain deadline. It ended up being a series of calculations to figure out how the words would go best together. Then I'd arrange them. Now, the pieces themselves are, the schematics are on the second page. They are about 6 feet tall. They are made of aluminum. The way that I have them on here, they stand as fixed sculptures. I have potentially, and you will see on here it says kinetic potential. I have been working on an alternative version that would allow the words, the individual pieces to spin. Unfortunately, I think that it would be cost prohibitive to do it. If you look on the last couple of pages, I've actually printed out some images from my SketchUp. It would be placed in kind of a staggered formations to give it some level of depth, at least on the playing field itself. But whenever viewed, those angles would allow it to be read cohesively and coherently. You can see the different levels. So there's grow, and then coming from the opposite direction, there's low. And then this is just kind of whenever you're rounding that corner there to merge. So you can see that it's really abstract. And then from the other side, that's the same rounding the corner kind of perspective. And then from that side, what I'm trying to do is actually give every way that traffic is going, they will have a momentary glimpse of something that they actually can make sense of. If it's going to be a static sculpture, then I want to address everybody. So there you go, we're getting to soar, and then there's soar. So, and then this is from across the street, SOAR, and then if you're looking over, then this is just kind of beautiful across the street at the other side. Trying to make sure that everybody gets a perspective of the sculpture that can, I don't know, bring them hope, bring them some kind of, a sense of pride that they had a modicum of input in there, a sense of ownership. And like I said, these words are words of action and are powerful words. So I'm hoping from this, from my initial poll, it successfully brought about words that were inspiring. So, yeah, that's pretty much it.